The Grammy Awards, a Cory Taylor update, and Mike Portnoy back recording with Dream Theater. Let's talk about this week in metal. So we've just had the 66th annual Grammy Awards with over 90 categories having awards and only 6 of them being for metal, rock, alternative kind of music. So let's talk a little bit about some of those winners. Metallica picked up the award for Best Metal Performance, as well as Paramore picking up 2 awards for Best Alternative Performance and Best Rock Album. Now, a lot of people have been saying online that it's kind of given to Metallica maybe a little bit as a credit to the history of the band, and a lot of people saying someone like Spirit Box might have been more rewarding in terms of having that and honouring current music maybe a little bit more. But nonetheless, Metallica won the award for 72 Seasons with their Best Metal Performance, and Rob Trujillo, bassist, was on hand to pick up the award and say a few words. The main big note of his speech was about the youth keeping music alive, keeping kids playing instruments, and keeping, I guess, that entertainment, that music industry thriving for generations and generations to come, which is kind of a nice way of just kind of giving back to that there, really, isn't it? One note I will say with it just would be nice, like mentioned with the Spirit Box thing, that if these Grammy Awards and the people who are behind the scenes making the decisions for them actually keep a bit more in touch with what's going on and what's been happening in this scene. Despite what you think of them, the fact Sleep Token didn't have any kind of nominations, any kind of awards, any kind of nods for anything they've been doing is a bit baffling, a bit stupid to be honest, and a bit embarrassing when you kind of classify this as the best of the best. And they kind of fucked up there. We can hope that one day that the Grammy Awards will actually recognise heavier music and alternative music a bit better. But at least then we've got like the Heavy Music Awards properly, where bands in this scene will get recognised in the right way. Now, earlier this year, Cory Taylor announced that he would be taking some time off and cancelling his North American tour to prioritise some of his mental health, to spend time with his family and really kind of have a bit of a reset on things. He did, however, announce a 4-date run in Asia for late March and early April, and there was a lot of kickback about that. A lot of fans weren't happy about that, and so we got a video. It's him just candid in his car talking about it, and have a little look here about some of what he had to say.
Where do I even start? I decided to make this video in response to a lot of the feedback that came out after I announced that I would be carrying on with my Southeast Asia run. Originally, that was supposed to be mentioned in the statement that I released relating to my mental health lapse. The truth of the matter is I understand why so many of you are upset, and I'm just going to break it down for you. I, over the last year, have had a complete and utter breakdown of boundaries, mental health, ego, entitlement, the whole 9 yards, culminating in a very, very real, very near relapse. I kind of don't recognize myself. So, again, I wanted to address this and just tell people that I needed time to reset. I needed time to start working on my heart and my mind and get straight. The reason I'm keeping the Southeast Asia run, it's literally 4 shows. It's literally a week. I'm going to see how I do with that and just take it day by day, basically. I'm working on self-care right now, getting the help that I need, and surrounding myself with my family. So to everyone concerned with me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. To everyone who's upset, I hope this answers any of your questions. I'm just doing the best for me right now, and it's a long road, and I don't know what's at the end of it, but I look forward to it. I have gratitude for it, and I hope you can show me some patience. Thank you.
So since actually releasing that video, the Asian tour has been cancelled, and so then there's a lot of worry here a little bit And people should be concerned, because when it comes to not just an artist who you admire who's influential in the scene, but anyone's mental health, that has to take priority with things, and people should be looking after each other, looking after themselves, and making sure they're always in the best possible scenario that they could be in. Mental health is something incredibly important. It's something that I've spoken on from a personal perspective and in the wider metal scene on the channel before. You can check out that video up on there now. But this needs to be something that we all need to band together on. We need to look after each other. It is incredibly important now. And so we wish Cory the best in getting to a good place, progressing onwards, and being able to be back on the stage doing what he loves most. And finally, it was announced back in October that Mike Portnoy is back in Dream Theater. I love this news. I grew up on some Dream Theater music, and it was extremely influential to me growing up, doing drumming and just kind of breaking into music and finding new avenues of things. Earlier this week, on the 8th of February, Mike Portnoy posted onto social media 2 photos of his drum kit. Now, his drum kits are known to be iconic, but have a look at these right now. Absolutely incredible. 2 kits made up into one, as usual. He's always known for this kind of thing. This had even more excitement building around it on the following day on the 9th, when Dream Theater posted onto their social media accounts the 5 members, being Rudess, Labrie, Portnoy, Petrucci and Ma Young, together in the studio again, recording an album for the first time in 15 years together since Black Clouds and Silver Linings. This won't be everyone's taste. It's prog metal. Can be a bit interesting sometimes. But like I say, as a nostalgic fan for me, having this 5 back together is quite a cool thing. I'm excited to hear what comes out of it. It's going to be quite intriguing. The musicianship that they have between them and the virtuosic performance you get from instrumentals in Dream Theater has always been something that I found appealing, in particular, musically interesting. It kind of scratches that part of my brain, which I love, with different time signatures and shit like that. So I'm very excited to hear what's going to come out this year. We're going to review it on the podcast, and I can't wait to talk about it more once we have more details on this. So definitely stay in tune to this. And if you haven't listened to Dream Theater, how could I best describe them? Go listen to The Dance of Eternity. You'll love it. I hope. And now for new releases this week, a couple of songs that I'm going to talk to you about that I think you should check out and that we will be reviewing this month on the podcast. The Ghost Inside are back with Wash It All Away. Bit of a departure from their usual kind of sound, a little bit more mainstream metalcore, so maybe trying a few new things this stage in their career, I guess. So check that out. And as well, we have a 2-track from Like Moths to Flames. This is Paradigm Trigger and Angels Weep. I'm quite excited because they're on the UK tour supporting Landmarks in May, who are right now my favourite band anyway. Landmarks, that is. Killing it. Gonna have a great 2024. But now having these 2 tracks, starting to get into Like Moths to Flames, I'm really enjoying it. We're going to talk about it later this month, so why not check it out as well? As always, let me know down below if there's any news you think I've missed, any new releases you think we should check out, and like the video, subscribe to the channel. We've got all kinds of great things on here, a monthly podcast, we've got perfect gigs, interviews with bands where we hear what their perfect 4-band lineup would be. We've got one with Shields coming out right this upcoming week, so check it out. It was incredibly fun to talk about. And all kinds of other things. Gig vlogs are happening. We're back into the season now after a little bit of a break. Starting the build up towards festivals as well. Takedown coming soon, fast approaching in April. We've then got everything else coming throughout the summer. Download, Trees, all your kind of usual ones. So you want to subscribe, you want to stay tuned. And why not be a ragamuffin? Come and join us. Join the club. In the link below is our Facebook group. We're building a community with it because we love talking about music. Can't always do it in the comments down below. So come and join us on there and let's talk about all this stuff we love together.